acids, bases, and salts. Let's perform an experiment to understand water of crystallization. All we would need for this experiment is a burner, a test tube, and a test tube holder. We would also need a few crystals of copper sulfate. Before we begin our experiment, could you tell me the color of the crystals? Yes, it's blue. Now let's add these crystals in this dry test tube and heat it. What do you notice after some time? You notice that the color of the crystals turn grayish white, and we also observe water droplets on the test tube. Why does this happen? It's because when copper sulfate is heated, it loses its water molecules, and that's why it turns grayish white in color. When it's dry, it refers to as anhydrous copper sulfate. And what do you think will happen when we add water to it again? After adding water to anhydrous copper sulfate, it becomes blue again. The chemical formula for hydrated copper sulfate is CuSO4.5H2O. Yes, there are 5 water molecules you can see. This water is called the water of crystallization. Water of crystallization is the fixed number of water molecules present in one formula unit of a salt. So we can say that 5 water molecules are present in the formula unit of copper sulfate, and when heated it loses its water molecules. Few more examples of salts which possesses water of crystallization are gypsum, copper sulfate pentahydrate, magnesium sulfate heptahydrate, iron sulfate heptahydrate, and washing soda. Electrolysis of water. If electricity is used for decomposing a substance, it is called electrolysis. When electricity is passed through acidic water, it decomposes into oxygen and hydrogen gases. But water is a bad conductor of electricity. Therefore, a little salt or little alkali is added to water for easy conduction of electricity. Dissolve a little quantity of acid in water. Pour the solution in an apparatus as shown here. Fill 2 test tubes with solution and see that no air bubbles are present. Invert these test tubes over the iron nails. These are called electrodes. Connect these outer electrodes to the positive and negative terminals of a battery. You can see that gases are produced in the 2 test tubes. After 30 minutes, examine the volume of each gas formed in the test tubes. Are the volumes of gases equal? Introduce a glowing splinter into the test tube in which less amount of gas is formed. The splinter burns brilliantly, therefore we can say this gas is oxygen. Introduce another glowing splinter into the test tube in which more volume of gas is formed and observe it. This splinter is put out with a pop sound, but the gas burns with blue flame. Hydrogen possesses this property. Therefore, we can say that the gas present in this test tube is hydrogen. In this way, sending electricity through water and decomposing into oxygen and hydrogen is called electrolysis. Thank you.